PillbugCraft here with another episode of PillbugCraft. So, well, I guess what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be working a little bit on this floor. So I believe there's a second one down. And, well, I know that we need to design this room here, but we're unfortunately not going to be doing that quite today. But we are going to be doing something that is quite important as well. I guess as you've probably noticed, we have not actually, got a place in our base here that we can actually sleep away the night. And that was that room that I started digging out down there a little bit. But, yes, in order to build that, we're gonna have to, in order to do that, what we're going to have to do is make sure that we have the materials for it. But, this is the reason why we need a place to, sleep down in the base here. Because right now, if we come out of our base and it's night, we gotta hope there's not, a creeper at our front door or anything to blow everything up. Which is not quite what we should be doing here. I wonder why this is, such a strange color. The grass here. Never noticed this before. Still the same biome. Must be a strange glitch. But anyway, we're getting a bit off topic there. So anyway, what we're going to be building today is we're going to be addressing that by building kind of a bedroom thing that sort of goes with our whole theme. And that would, of course, be military base. So we're going to build a barracks type thing. Look like a place to kind of sleep some troops and stuff. Of course, in our case, the troops that we have are actually those dogs and cats. So we're, of course, going to be doing that. But anyway, we need to make sure that we do have enough material here, which when I was designing it in creative mode, I didn't quite take into account. But yes, as per usual, no one's actually bought anything from our stone store, which means we should be able to just take back a decent amount of the andesite. And this is our stone cutter as well, so we're gonna just do that. We'll make one more stack. There we go. That amount of polished andesite should be good. And we'll put that one back. And also, while we're here, we need to take a little bit of stone, too. So let's see here. Stone into stone bricks. Stone into chiseled stone bricks. And then let's see. Then half stack more of each. Hopefully that'll be enough for us. I guess just in case it's not enough for us, what we can do is we can actually hollow out that room using our Silk Touch pickaxe to get some more regular stone, just in case we need it. Anyway, I think I've got kind of a building plan established for what we're going to be doing here. So we need to do that. And of course, last time we built this thing, which makes it a lot easier to get into our base from flight mode here. Drop down in here and use that thing. And you can't even tell it's there when it's closed. So, that's what we did last time, of course. In case you missed that episode, recommend you go watch that if you didn't see that. But anyway, now we're back in here. So, guess we're gonna build the same door that we had for the plant lab here. But this section here is going to be where the first kind of blocks of the wall end up going. This is, of course, going to be that. But in order to actually dig out the space, this is exactly kind of where the room is going to start going out. And it's gonna like come out to here on each side. That should be 3 blocks on each side of the entrance. Keep it centered. And of course, the room is actually gonna be up at that kind of height too, with that there. So I'll probably dig this out and then come back. I guess we should probably get some torches too. So I'll go ahead and set us up over here, but I'll probably dig that out and be back like sometime after. Not as many torches as I would have liked. But yeah, first step is to dig out this room, definitely. So I'll be back once I've done that. Okay, so I've dug out the area, and I've put in the walls. So, I guess we need to do the floor at some point as well. I probably should have grabbed a few of these blocks that I could turn into slabs. Let's actually see what we have. Well, we actually had a decent amount of these. And some of those left, but we don't actually have any of the smooth stone. So I'm probably gonna have to get that. But I guess while we're down here, we can potentially do the, yeah, while we're down here, we can potentially do part of the roof at least. Or part of the ceiling, or whatever it's called. So I'm trying to remember how I had that. Yeah, trying to remember how I had that. I think it was like... Pretty sure I at least had that. Like so. And I think it actually ran all the way across. Yeah, I think something like that. But I think I am gonna actually need to go running to get some of these, so... We'll go ahead and take care of that. Right to that clock, it's also night, so... Let's take care of that. This is why we need that room to be built. But I guess I'll be back in a second. The stone that we need, hopefully. There we go, and now we've got exactly what we need here. So let's just fill in part of the floor. Okay. Now let me see if I actually have like a picture of the ceiling. Yes, I do appear to have a picture of the ceiling. Good. So yeah, the whole floor is this block. But I had 2 lines of this going all the way back. They had like that there. Pretty sure, if I remember correctly, that I had these stone bricks bordering the entire ceiling. Okay, and I think we just ran out on the last 2 blocks that we needed to place. Let's see if we can go ahead and fix that, actually. Let's see. I think we picked up a little more andesite from that. There, let's just turn that into polished. That should provide plenty for finishing this place up. Okay, now I just need to put the floor in here, and then we can start making this room a little bit more finished. So I need to dig out to make room for the floor, and then I'll be back once that's been installed. Okay, all of that has now been put in. So, all we need to do now is start putting things in there. I guess we also gotta build the door, but that'll be something to come a little later. We do need a redstone box down for this. I think we're also gonna want more droppers, so we'll have to actually make some stuff, it looks like. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to make some things. I always forget how expensive iron trap doors are. But this should be kind of a cool little thing to have there. We're also gonna have to make more end rods, it looks like. Because what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be trying to make lights like that. And of course, we have to place them on both sides to make it symmetrical. So this is actually going to be fairly expensive, it looks like. As those are the last 4 end rods we, have. Now, we should be able to make a few more. Hopefully we can make enough other ones. I think we got enough blaze rods to do this. Oh yeah, and we get 4 per craft. So, let's see. Yeah, we'll be able to finish it with a single more craft of these. Okay, there. Now we have enough for that. But what we do not have enough of is trap doors. So we'll need to do that. But at least now we shouldn't have to worry about anything spawning in here if we remove the torches. Because I did check this out in creative mode, having all of these end rods spaced apart like this does light up the room enough to where nothing should be able to spawn. Now, it gets really close to being able to spawn, but it has to actually be level 7. And there's no 7s in this room for things to spawn, so That's good there. Now we just need to add that part to make it look a little bit prettier. Of which I think we're gonna have to use the rest of our iron for that. I don't even think this is actually gonna be enough. We're gonna need to go get some more of the iron that we smelted from last episode. In order to get enough, I think. Yeah, we only need 3 more, but we don't have enough iron for that. Right now. I guess we'll go drop this off so that we can get enough iron. And we'll use the bed again. Oh yeah, and we're gonna need to make a bunch of lime green beds. I want it to be lime green so that it goes with the color of that room, I guess, or hallway. Yeah, the color of that level. So we're gonna make beds that color. So, guess let's see if we can do that as well. Need to make a ton of beds. Okay, I just made one extra trapdoor, and I don't know why, but anyway, that is now the lighting installed in this room. I'll go ahead and just store that in there. Now then, we need to like put the beds in at some point here. We're also gonna need more of these probably. Because it's going to end up being like bed here, and then goes up and over. Okay, so these are kind of gonna be like little storage locker thingies, which we kind of need to rename to the various different lockers around here. Here to everyone that's gonna actually be inhabiting here. And we don't actually have all of that sorted out here, so we might not actually be able to put that in right now. Although we can kind of put in this. And actually there's gonna be something a little special to do with the redstone here. So, punch that out. So I think there's only a few things left to do. One of them being all the bed making. Which I think I'm going to have to go ahead and do that off camera because that's going to take a while. Might also need to breed up enough animals to kind of fill that part of the base with. And yes, we need ladders, of course, too. There we go. So I guess I need to make 2 beds per each of those. So it's 4, 8. So yeah, and then I'm gonna need to double that. So we're gonna need quite a few things here. And I also need a few ender chests as well. And we're gonna need more obsidian for that. Okay, so I think I'll probably go grab the rest of the materials we're missing, as well as breeding up a few animals so that we can name those various boxes. And then we'll be back once I've done that to install our redstone into this room. Okay, so I decided that the animal kind of filling up this area, we're going to do that gradually, actually. And by assigning these beds to various different animals. Under these ender chests, there's supposed to be a few more of these gray shulker boxes for a bit of storage. But, unfortunately, the store is now out of the shulker shells. So, I'm gonna need to get a hold of 2 more boxes at some point, right, to place underneath here. But that's totally fine. But now we're pretty much ready to start working on redstone. I'm not gonna bore you with the details of the door because we've already built one on camera. But what else we're gonna build is actually a sensor kind of thing that'll let us know the moment it's possible to sleep. So these are actually gonna be daylight sensor lamps. Or these are gonna be lamps controlled by a daylight sensor, rather. So, of course, we need it to have a direct line of sight to the sky, which should be fairly easy to do by the looks of things here. Yeah, so we'll be able to have that and a sensor up there, which, of course, we're going to have to bring the signal down, but that should work out fine. Anyway, so we need to do that with the lamps. And then we're going to have a couple of target blocks, which are going to have redstone facing in. Now then, there's really no good way to test this other than to kind of just wait for night, which it was just night, but yeah. Anyway, hopefully it'll at least give us an idea of if it's night or not, so that we can determine whether or not to sleep. So supposedly that thing is only going to turn on the moment it's possible to sleep, but I do not know if we've done that correctly, so I don't know if that'll happen or not. These are some of the animals that we have actually bred, so hopefully that'll work out well. Let's actually breed a few more of them. There we go, finally got a different color there. Yeah, green collar, okay. Then these two can go together too. There we go. Of course, he should have a green collar as well. No, he does not. We can change that. Oh, hey, come back here. There. So these green collared guys are gonna go onto that floor. So that'll be perfect. Now then, I think the only thing left to do is that door. We need to go ahead and take care of the door for that room, and then it's pretty much complete apart from moving in the animals, which I think I'll do off camera. I'll name them and move them in off camera because I'm gonna need to probably do some training for name tags and stuff with people on the server. So I'll do that off camera sometime. But this thing should turn on when it's night and be off the rest of the time. So that'll be perfect. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and install this door. And then I'll probably be back after that. That's a lot of gunpowder. And then we'll have a complete room here. Hopefully. And then we'll just have to move the various animals down here and drop off a few of them in this room. I'm gonna assign them to their different beds here. But I'll build this other door and then we'll be good here. So I'll be back once I've built that. Okay. I figured since we relocated our space kind of thing here, what we should do is, yeah, we should tag our compass and relocate it. So I've relocated it to be underneath our helicopter landing pad here. So now this compass will always point there, so we probably need to rename that compass. Because now it'll always point there, because I figured that'd be fitting, because now we can actually sleep inside this base. So this is kind of where we're going to need to come to land. And so this kind of points us way back straight to our helicopter pad, which is kind of going to be the entrance that we're probably going to be using the most now. But anyway, I've got the whole door built and everything now. So it's only one more thing that we really need to do. And it looked like it was getting close to night, so we'll be able to kind of test out our light thing too. So we walk up there and then we can enter. Of course that closes and then we put that there. Now, I know this crafting table doesn't really match up much, but I need to put something there in the meantime because we couldn't do the shulker boxes. I guess this actually does the smithing table actually does kind of go with the theme down here. And the two ender chests are just to make it symmetrical. Oh, and that light turned on. And yeah, that light is on and we can sleep. Then we wake up and the light almost instantly turns right back off. Okay, cool. So we've successfully got our kind of lighting system thing here too. Of course, Minecraft clocks could give us similar information, but now we don't have to just hang a clock here. This actually goes with the aesthetic a lot better. So I would say this room, apart from moving the animals in, which I'm going to do off camera, I'm going to assign the beds and stuff off camera too. Everyone probably put some stuff in the lockers to kind of flesh this idea out a little more. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah. So make the idea come together a bit better here. Here we'll have like special items in there that'll kind of belong to some of the animals that we put down here. But anyway, I think I'm running short on time for this episode. We should go ahead and name this, which I might also do off camera, or maybe I'll just do that while I'm doing the outro here. Yeah. There we go, the Bugs Locator. Perfect. And I guess while we're here, we can go ahead and just make one for another portal as well. There you go, portal locator. So, yes. Well, let's go into the nether and set this to that lodestone. Where we go here. Okay. But anyway, now that we've got our two locators done here, so yeah, I guess like I said earlier, if you enjoyed the video, consider giving it a like. If you really loved it, consider subscribing. And, well, that's about it for me, so, well, guess my name is PillbugCraft, and, so long till next time.